The first part said to work out what is negative 3 squared plus negative 2 squared. Negative 3 squared is 9 plus negative 2 squared is 4. 9 plus 4 is 13. So that's option D. Number 2, what is the value of the digit 2 in this right here? This is in the 100th column. So it's 2 over 100. Yeah, man, nice. Then number 3 said use distributive property. 49 times 17 plus 49 times 3. If you notice, you can actually factor out 49. Write it like this. 49 in bracket 17 plus 49 in bracket 3. Remember, the bracket means time, so you can then factor out 49. And you're left back with 17 plus 3. 17 plus 3 is 20. So this is 49 times 20. That's option A. Number 4, it says a total of 540 beads is shared in a ratio of 4 to 5. What's the larger share of the beads? The larger share is 4 plus 5, so the total shares is 9. The larger share is 5 over 9 of the total. So 9 into itself goes 1 time, 9 into 54 goes 6 times, 5 times 60 is 300. So the larger share of the beads is 300. The smaller share is 240. Yay, nice. So far, so good. Question 5, it says 0.45 written as a common fraction in its simplest form. 0.45, that is 45 over 100. And you can divide it by 5. 5 into itself goes 9 times. 5 into 100 goes 20 times. So that's 9 out of 20. That's option A. Nice. This one says, Dan sold 40 tickets in 5 days. Each day he sold 3 more tickets than the previous day. The number of tickets he sold on the 3rd day is, so we're going to take this to the whiteboard. Dan sold 40 tickets in total in 5 days. On the first day he sold X. The next day he sold X plus 3. The next day he sold X plus 6. Then the next day he sold X plus 9. Then the next day he sold X plus 12. Those are the 5 days. All right, the X plus 12 you don't write too pretty. Go write it a little bit prettier. X plus 12. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. If you're to add all of them, X plus X plus X plus X plus X is 5X. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 plus 12 is 30. And that's equal to 40. So 5x is actually equal to 10. Because if you bring over the 30, 5x is 10. Then you divide both sides by 5, x is 2. If x is 2, that means day 1 is sold 2 tickets. Day 2 is sold 5 tickets. Day 3 is sold 8 tickets. So he sold 8 tickets on day 3. That's the answer. 8 tickets on day 3. Yes. So he sold 8 tickets on day 3. So that's option A. Okay. Nice. All right. The next part says the number of members who play rugby but not basketball. So if you play rugby but not basketball. So if you play rugby but not basketball, this is rugby only. All right, this is rugby only. 15 person play rugby only. All right, so that's 15. Remember, you just want the only. That's rugby only. Number 8, what's the area? What does the shaded region represent, or the area shaded? The area shaded is everywhere outside of P. Everywhere outside of P is P complement. Nice. Number 9, it gives us a diagram and it says it refers to the following Venn diagram. It shows the universal set U and 2 sets T and C that represent the students in a class who play tennis and chess. How many students play both games? Paul and Rayma. That's two persons that play both games. Paul and Rayma. Nice. Question 10 says, how many students play exactly one game? So if you only play one game, Ali only play one game, Alex play one, Torm play one, Kayla play one, that's 4 persons. So 4 persons play only one game. 4 persons is option C. And that's number 10, option C. All right, nice. Okay, because Paul and Raymond play 2 games and play both chess and tennis. Question 11. It says, which of the following sets is empty? Oh, by the way, pause. If the video is not showing clear, remember what you can do is click settings and change the video quality to 1080 HP. All right. So this refers to the following information and it describes 3 sets. Which of the following sets is empty? So empty set, you can never be even and odd at the same time. So Q intersect R. That's clearly option B. Nice. Number 12. If the number of elements in set A and the number of elements in set B are 14 and 15 respectively, and their intersection is 6, what is their union? You just need to remember this formula. All right, let me write it down around here. We do it on the white screen. Come on, let's go. So the number of elements in A is 14. The number of elements in B is 15. And the number of elements in A intersect B is 6. So the number of elements in A union B, please remember this formula. It's the number of elements in A plus the number of elements in B minus the number of elements in A intersect B. So that's going to be 14 plus 15 minus 6. That is going to be 21 minus 6, and 21 minus 6 is 15. That's the number of elements in A union B, 15. Nice. So we go back and look which one is 15. 14 plus 20, did I add correctly? Let me go back. My apologies if I added wrong. 14 plus 15 is not 21. That's so crazy. 14 plus 15 is 29. Oh man, that's crazy. I made a big mistake there. So 29 minus 6 is actually 23. So you see why it's very good to stay focused? Look how I was giving it away right there. That's 23. I was adding incorrectly. That's crazy. That's option C. Nice. Question 13 says a dress costs $180 and is being sold at a discount of 10%. The amount of discount is, if it is being sold at a discount, you're paying for 90% of the original cost. So, and then it says the discount, they just want the discount. The 10% discount is 10% of 180. 10% of 180 is $18. That's option C. Okay. Question 14 says, a dinner at a restaurant was advertised at $60 plus 18% tax. The total bill for this dinner was, if you're paying, remember, you're paying the $60 plus the tax. The tax is 18 out of 100 multiplied by the 60. So you add your $60 first, which is the original price, plus your tax that you're paying. So when you work this out now, it's going to be this 0 cancels this 0. 2 into itself 5 times, 2 into itself 9. 9 times 6 is 54. So that is 60 plus 54 over 5. 54 over 5 is 10.80. Remember, 50 divided by 5 is 10. So 60 plus 10.80 is 70.80. That's option B. Nice. All right, let's look at question 15. It says the cost price of a refrigerator is $1,850. A buyer is given a discount amount of 5% for a cash purchase will pay. So if you're going to get a 5% discount, you're only going to pay 95% of the original cost. So let's work out the discount first. If you're working out the discount is 5% of 1,850. So 5 into itself 1, 5 into 100 goes 20 times. And then 20 into itself 1, 20 into 18 can't do. 20 into 185 is 9, with a remainder of 5. 20 into 50 goes 2 times with remainder 10, so that's 92.5. 5% of 1,850, that means that the discount is 92.5. If that is a discount, what you'll actually pay is 1,850 minus the discount of 92.5. So when we subtract them, what we get is 1757.50. That will be the discount. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, the next part says the annual interest rate of a mortgage on a house is assessed at a value of 450,000 is 5 cents on every dollar. So 5 cents on every dollar. So let's go to the whiteboard under that. Look at this. Let me draw the arrow. Come here. 5 cents for every $1. All right. So that means that how much you think you're going to pay for $450,000? So all you need to do is call this X. Remember that 5 cents is 0.05. Okay. All right. So that means that X is equal to, if we cross multiply, X is equal to 450,000 multiplied by 5 cents, but 5 cents is 0.05. But we can also remember that 0.05 is actually 1 over 20. It's very good when you know it's that 0.05 is 1 over 20. Yeah, man, it make it easier. So 0 into it, 0 cancel this 0. So it is just 45,000 divided by 2. And that is going to be 22500. So that's 22,500. So remember how we start? For every 5 cents correspond to every dollar. That's what they say. So we need to find out how much cents or how much dollars correspond to 450,000. So we'll just cross multiply and say 1 times X is 450,000 times 5 cents, but 5 cents is $0.05. We have to convert to dollars. Then we'll work it out and we're nice. So that's $22,500. So 22,500 is option B. Number 3, well, or number 17 rather, it says the simple interest on the sum of money for 3 years was 90. Then the sum of money was, remember simple interest formula. Simple interest is equal to principal times rate times time divided by 100. And so if you know the interest is 90. 90 is equal to the principal, which we need to find. The rate is 5%. 5% is 5 over 100. Wait, let me write this a little better. So the rate is 5%. So put P times 5. Time is 3 years over 100. All right, this is the 5 over the 100. So to make P the subject, we can cross multiply. So 90 times 100 is, add the 2 zeros, 1, 2. And then 5 times 3 is 15. So that's 15P. So to make P the subject, we'll divide both sides by 15. 15 into itself 1 time. 15 into 90 goes 6 times. So this is 600. So P equals 600. We'll make P the subject. Yeah, man. Nice. So P is 600. Yep. Nothing too hard. Number 18. It says at the end of a year, a car is worth 5% less than what it was worth at the beginning of the year. If the car is worth $9,500 in December 2016, then its value in January was, so this is at the end of the year. So at the end of the year, it's worth 5% less. So if it's worth 5% less, that means that the car is now worth 95% of its true value. 95% of the original value X is 9,500. And we need to find out what X is. So we can simplify by cross multiplying to say that 95X is equal to cross multiply. We'll add the two zeros, 950,000. Then we divide both sides by 95. Divide both sides by 95. 95 into itself, 1. 95 here, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So that's 10,000. X equal 10,000. That was the original cost of the vehicle at the start of the year. Nice. I know this is a repeat, number 19. I'm not sure which question or which year it came from. Was it 45? I believe it's 45. It looks repeat, but let's work it out. A television set costs $350, and it says it was bought on hire purchase. A deposit of $35 is required, followed by 12 monthly payments of $30. How much is saved by payment with cash? All right, so it tells us that this is how much it costs if you just pay with cash. But if you go buy with hire purchase, first you have to pay $35 deposit, and then you have to pay for 12 months $30. 12 times 30 is 360. 360 plus 35 is 395. So this is what you'd pay on hire purchase. Now, if 395 compared to 350, you save $45 if you just buy it with cash. So the message I want to share is don't buy nothing on hire purchase. All right, students, as soon as you get older, you start working. Don't ever buy anything on hire purchase. Pay with the cash. Nice. This says a man's regular pay is $3 per hour for 40 hours. Overtime is twice the pay for regular time. If he was paid $216, how many hours of overtime did he work? All right, so a man's regular pay is $3 per hour. So first, 3 times 40 is 120. That's his regular pay. So therefore, his overtime pay, let's call it OP, overtime pay is 216 minus 120, which is 216 minus 120 is, I think that is 96. That's his overtime pay. Now, if he's being paid $96, remember that to get paid, it's how much hours you work times the rate. So his overtime pay is equal to rate times time. Now, how many hours it want him? How many hours did he work overtime? That's what we want to find. So the overtime, we're going to say that T is now 96 over the rate. All right. Now, what's the rate? It says that his overtime rate is twice that of his regular pay. So that means if you get $3 for him regular pay, his overtime rate is $6. R is 6. 96 over 6 is 16. So he works 16 hours overtime. So this man worked hard because he worked 56 hours for the week. 40-hour regular time, 16 hours overtime. This man is a very hard-working man. 21, we have 3x minus 4 times x plus 6. We just need to expand it. That's 3x minus 4x. Minus and minus become minus, so that's minus 24. Minus 3x minus 4x is minus x, so that's minus x minus 24. That's option B. Question 22 says, if 5 times 2x minus 1 is 35, then what is x? First thing you need to do is expand in the bracket. 5 times 2 is 10. So that's 10x minus 5 times 1 is 5 equal 35. 10x, bring over the negative 5 over there to get 40. And we divide both sides by 10. So x equal 4. That's what we get. Question 23. If x is an integer that satisfies this inequality, then what is x? All you need to do is divide through by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2, less than or equal to 6 divided by 2 is 3. So x is less than or equal to 3 but greater than 2. That's option A. It says, given that 3 star 6 is 12 and 2 star 5 is 9, then which best describe A star B? Let's check out this one. B minus A. Think of what you're doing is thinking of your A as 3 and your B as 6. So let's say 6 minus 4, 6 minus 3, 6 minus 3 is 3, 3 times 4 is 12. Well, let's check the second one here. 5 minus 2 is 3, 3 times 4 is not 9. So the first one don't work. That is because 4 times 5 minus 2 is not equal to 3. Let's check the second one. If A is 2, 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 5 is not 9, so B don't work either. Let's check the third one. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 minus 5 is not 9. This don't work. Let's check 2A plus B. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. So this one works. And 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Option B is the answer because look at it. 2 times 3 plus 6, that I get 12. So this one good. And also 2 times 2 plus 5, that I give you 9. So that good. Is option B. Nice. Okay, it says if P plus Q is -1 and P times Q is -6, what is P cubed plus Q cubed? So first we need to find P and Q, right? And then we can find P cubed plus Q cubed. So P times Q is -6 and P plus Q is -1. So if I make P the subject here, P is -1 minus Q, and then I'm going to substitute that into this equation to end up say P times Q is -6. P times Q is -6, but P is -1 minus Q times Q, that's -6. Finish expanding, we get minus Q squared is equal to -6. We can bring everything over to this side to get 0 is equal to bring over the Q square here, Q squared plus Q minus 6. So now all we need to do is factorize it. Q squared plus Q minus 6. Q squared plus Q minus 6. Many of us were taught to split the middle term. So you split the middle term right here. I can just look at it and factorize. Make sure you split the middle term. Write it as 3Q minus 2Q or something of that sort. But this is going to be 3, 2. Signs are different. The greater product is positive. This is plus and this is minus. Now, how did I get this? All I did was split the middle term, but I did it in my mind. So remember this right here, this expression, you can factorize it to write it as Q squared plus 3Q minus 2Q minus 6, and then factorize it. I couldn't bother to do all of that, so I just split it in my mind. So from that, we get Q equal to, or Q equal to -3. Now, if Q is 2, you're going to get that P is -1 minus Q. So -1 minus 2. -1 minus 2 is -3. So those are that's what P is. P is -3 and Q is 2. Nice. Now we don't finish yet, we don't finish. Now we need to write down what is P cubed plus Q cubed. That's going to be -3 cubed plus 2 cubed. -3 cubed is -27 plus 8. That's -19. -19. That's option A. Easy, man. Easy. Number 25, easy, man. Nice. Yeah, man. Number 26. Number 26 says the distance L that an elastic string is stretched by hanging on an object of mass M varies directly as the mass of the object. A 5 kilogram object stretches the string 31 centimeters. How far will the 29 kilogram object stretch the string? So remember, it says the distance L that the elastic string is stretched by hanging an object. It varied directly. This is so important. It's direct variation. So remember, the mass, if 5 kilograms stretch it 31 centimeters. So you can do something like this. 5 kilograms, stretch it 31 centimeters. 5 kilograms go to 31 centimeters. So how far will 29 kilograms stretch it? So 29 kilograms will go to X. And so if you cross multiply, you end up get 5 times X is 29 times 31. So to make X the subject, it's 29 times 31 divided by 5. So come work that out now. 30, I need a little more space to do that. So let's do it on the white screen here. 29 times 35. We're doing that over here. 29 times 31 divided by 5. So 29 times 31. We go 1 times 9, 9, 1 times 2, 2. Put our placeholder 0. 3 times 9, 27. Put 2. 3 times 2, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. We'll add them. That is 9 and 0 is 9. 2 and 7 is 9. This is now 899. So that's what we get. So 899 divided by 5. What we're going to get is, what's 899 divided by 5? 8 divided by 5 is 1 with a remainder of 3. 39 divided by 5 is 7 with a remainder of 4. 49 divided by 5 is 9 with a remainder of 4 over 5. So that's 179.80. 179.80. So let's go back. Here it is, 179.8. That's option B. Okay. It says, given that A is this matrix, then what is 3A? So you multiply every element in A by 3. So this is 3, 9, negative 9, 9, 0, and 15. So look at which one multiply everything by 3. 3, 9, negative 9. That's option A. 9, 0, and 15. Nice. Question 28 says, this refers to the following matrix P. Find the determinant of P. The determinant of P is A times D, the product of the leading diagonals, 8 times 5, minus the product of the non-leading, which is 7 times 6. 8 times 5 is 40, minus 7 times 6 is 42. 40 minus 42 is negative 12. Negative 40 minus 42 is negative 12? Oh, that's not there. Oh, my apologies. 40 minus 42 is negative 2. Making a lot of addition bloopers here today. So let's fix that. That is negative 2. That's crazy. That's negative 2. That's option B. Okay, nice. Question 29 says, what is vector P minus Q? So we just need to subtract them. So 3, 7 minus vector Q is negative 2, 5. Now 3 minus minus 2 is 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. So that's 5, 2. Option C. Nice. Question 30 says, find out what is vector PL. So it gives us that, to go from P to L, and L is the midpoint of PR. Okay, so L is the midpoint of, sorry, we need to go from P to L. So to go from P to L, what we can do is we can go from P to Q, and PQ is what? PQ is going to be negative A. We need to write that down. PQ is negative A. PQ is negative A. And as we can see right here, going from Q to R is B. Going from Q to R is B. From here to here is B. and then go from R to L. Now, first thing is we need what is vector PR. We need PR. Now look at this. To find vector PR, going from vector PR, in order to go from P to R, we can go from P to Q, then from Q to R. To go from P to R, we'll go from P to Q, then Q to R. So that's going to be negative A plus B. That is vector PR. Now, this is vector PR, okay? That's vector PR, the full length, negative A plus B. But now we need vector PL. Now, vector PL is a half of vector PR. Vector PL is a half of vector PR. It's half the journey. It's half of the journey of going from P to R. So if we're going halfway the journey, then we can tell them that PL is just going to be negative A plus B divided by 2. Where is that? Negative A plus B divided, oh, see it here? Rewrite negative A plus B as B minus A over 2. That's it, B minus A over 2. Nice. Okay. Question 31, 3,800 expressed in meters. You just need to divide it by 1,000. That's 3.8. That's in meters. It says find the volume of a cube with edge 10 centimeter. Volume of a cube is 10 length times width times height, 10 times 10 times 10. 10 times 10 times 10, that is 1,000 centimeters cube. That's option B. Okay. It says the distance around the pond is 88 meters. What is the radius? Distance around is perimeter, and perimeter is 2 pi r. So 88 is equal to 2 pi r. So divide both sides by 2 pi to make r the subject. And so r is 88 divided by 2 pi. 88 divided by 2 pi, that's option B. Question number 34. It says, what is the volume of this cylinder here? So to find the volume of a cylinder is area of the cross section. The cross section is a circle. So the cross section here, the circle, and that is pi r squared times the height. Okay, so the area of the cross section is pi times the radius is 3. That's 3 squared times the height of 8. 3 squared is 9, so that's 9 pi times 8. 9 pi times 8 is 72 pi. That's option C. That's the volume of the cylinder. Okay. Question 35. Question 35 says the length of the minor arc PQ is 8 centimeters. And they say find what is the circumference. Now, if this angle is 60, then what that means is if you were to like draw like another sector here, and this angle is also 60, the arc length here so would also be 8. And if you were to draw again like this, with this being 60, you'd find that this arc length is also 8. And so half of the circle at 24 centimeter, 8 plus 8 plus 8. And so therefore the perimeter is just going to be 8 centimeter times 6. 8 times 6 is 48 centimeters. That would be the total distance around. Because look at it, you know. The perimeter of half the circle would have been 24. So the full circle have to be 48. Yeah, man. Nice. Question 36. A man leaves home at 10:15 in the night. Remember, 22:15 is 10:15 in the night. So I'm leaving house 10:15 p.m. and he reaches his destination at 4 a.m. So you know that he's barely getting asleep. How long was the journey, or how many hours? So that is from 10 to 3 is 5 hours. Remember, if you might travel for 5 hours, remember you have 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock a morning. So he's traveling for 5 3/4. If we do the math, it's 5 3/4. All right, 3/4 hours is 45 minutes. So there's nothing really there to do. Okay. give us a diagram right here and says which of the following is true. And it's regarding the perimeter. This side is 12, this side is 12. So the perimeter of A is 48. And this side is 16 and this side is 9. So the 16 and 16 is 32 plus 18 is 50. Perimeter of B is 50. So the perimeter of A is less than the perimeter of B. That's option B. Nice, we don't do nothing there. Okay. Question 38. It says, if the height of the triangle is 4 centimeters, what is the total area? So if you find the area of the triangle first, area of the triangle is a half the base times the height. This triangle right here, the base, remember this is a square, so the base is 5. Half base times height, 4, that the area of the triangle. The area of the triangle is 20 divided by 2 is 10. Then the area of the square is going to be length square, which is 5 square, which is 25. So that means that the area is 25 plus 10. That is 35 centimeters square. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Question 39. Question 39 says, what is a modal score? Which one occurs most frequently? That age is 7. See there, this one is 7. How many children took part in the survey? 3 picnic ears, so 4 picnic ears is a frequency. 2 picnic ears, so 5 children here, so 1 here, so 3 and 4 is 7. 9, 14, and 1 is 15. 15 students partaking in the survey. Nice. Which of the following diagrams best illustrate a function? Now remember, a function says that each element in the domain must map and map to one element in the range. So as you can see, not a function because don't map, not a function, don't map. Now this right here, so map twice, right? So as I always say, it's a function if the domain represent girls and over here, Y represent boys. 1 girl to 1 guy. This girl wants to have 2 guys here. That's not right. This is not right. No, this can't be a function. Now, is this a function? Here, see it here. 1 girl to 1 guy, 1 girl to 1 guy, 1 girl to 1 guy. This is quite fine. That's good. Okay, so 45 is B. Okay, question 46. The straight line AB cuts the y-axis at. The y-axis is right here. That's when x is 0, the y is -2. That's 0, -2. That's option D. Okay. Question 47, find the gradient of AB. Remember, gradient is rise over run. So the gradient is y2 minus y1. y2 here is 3, minus y1 is 1. Over x2, the x value is 6. Minus x1 is 2. So the gradient is 3 minus 1, which is 2, over 6 minus 2 is 4. 2 over 4 is a half. There it is, option B. Gradient is a half. Okay, this question says if f of x is 2x squared minus 1, this is it, 2x squared minus 1, then what is f of -3? So where x is, put -3, that's 2 times -3 squared minus 1. That's 2 times 9 minus 1. 2 times 9 is 18. 18 minus 1 is 17. That's option C. Nice. Question 41. The values of x at the point where the curve y equals 4x minus x squared intersects the line y equals 0. As we can see right here, this is the line y equals 0, the x-axis. So it intersects at 0 and 4. 0 and 4 is option A. Number 50, what is the maximum point on the graph? The maximum point is right here. The maximum point is when x is 2, y is 4. So that's 2, 4 right there. 2, 4. That's option B. Okay. Number 51 says a parking lot charges $1 plus 0.25 for every hour. And it says a function C of H that represents this parking cost is. So it is 0.25 times every hour X plus the $1. Okay, so that's what we need. We need a function Y being 0.25 for every hour. So every hour represents X or H. All right, so 0.25 H plus 1. 0.25 H plus 1, that's option C. All right, the $1 is a fixed cost that you must pay. Nice. Number 52, which of the following best describes the function? 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11, 11 plus 3 is 14, and so y must be x plus 3. Clearly, whatever x is, you add 3 to x. That's option A. Nice. If the sum of the interior angles of a polygon is 4 right angles, then the polygon is a quadrilateral. Because 4 times 90 is 360. 360 is a quadrilateral. Okay, nice. As you can see, guys, this is the last page. So what that means is the last 4 questions are missing. And it's not my fault. I didn't get the paper with the last 4 questions. It says, in the right angle triangle above, which trigonometrical expression is 4 over 8? So right here, so if this is 4, this is 8. Let's look at it now. Let's say this is the angle we're focusing on. If we're focusing on x, then this would be the opposite. So the sine of x is equal to 4 opposite over a hypotenuse 8. Remember, it's SOHCAHTOA. And so sine x is 4 over 8. That's option A. Nothing hard there. 55. In the diagram above, find the value of x. This is 30 degrees. This is 30. This is x. So 30 plus 30 is 60. So x plus 60. And angles in a triangle sum to 180. So x must be 120 degrees because angles in a triangle sum to 180. Nice. Question 56 says, the type of transformation that takes place is, so as we can see, triangle OPQ, this is OPQ, is mapped onto this triangle right here, O prime, P prime, Q prime. So this is clearly rotation. This is definitely rotation, but going in this direction is anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise is negative. So we're rotating 90 degrees, negative 90 degrees about the origin. Negative means anti. Negative means anti-clockwise. You have to remember that. So we're rotating 90 degrees anti-clockwise about the origin. That's option B. Negative means anti. Nice. And as I said, guys, the last 4 questions are missing. My apologies about that, but I do hope that this helps somewhat in your preparation for the paper 1. Take care, stay blessed, stay tuned for more. Have a wonderful day.